Right, shalom, shalom. That's the Hebrew tongue. So-called Negroes are the Hebrews of the Bible. Yeah? They say, Call hello, Yahweh Shim Yahushai, Ba'ashim Kakadash. Double honors. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. And salutation to the Akim, pushing this word in truth and sincerity. Yeah? Once again, we're on the highways and the hedges to proclaim liberties to the captives, no? No? We're at the end of the so-called Greco-Roman Empire, yeah? We're coming to the end of the white man's rulership. Because what you got to realize is this man has had 3 cracks at it. The Greeks, the Romans, and now the rebirth, the Renaissance they called it. Yeah, when the white man come back into power during Cesare Borgia's. And this is hence how they put up this man. They put this man up as the new Jesus Christ when they come into power. But Jesus Christ was never a white man, yeah? The Bible tells us in Revelations that he's a black man. He died and resurrected a black man. He left and he's coming back as a black man. But the Lord gave us breadcrumbs. Have you ever watched that movie Hansel and Gretel? The Lord gave them breadcrumbs, and he gave us breadcrumbs to find our way back home. We're not black people, yeah? We're not West Indians. We're not Negroes. We're not black people. We're none of these things. We are God's chosen. We're the Hebrew, we're the Israelites, yeah? Hebrew was our tongue, what we spoke before the white people beat it out of us. When they had us in slavery, they beat out they beat out everything, our national origin. They told us that we was just niggers and monkeys and baboons swinging on trees, bywords, yeah? So let's get Deuteronomy, the 28th chapter. Let's start a foundation. This is Deuteronomy 28 and I start from 1. And it says, and it shall come to pass. This was Moses talking to the children of Israel, the blacks, Hispanics, and native Indians. This is prior to us leaving Egypt. And he said, and it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken, so you're supposed to listen to God. If we didn't listen, the white man would be over us. And our women would be bugged out wearing other women's hair around. Because our women are bugged out. They wear, with their titties all out. So, just like the white woman, they become whores like the white woman, yeah? Just like the black woman walk past with all her titties out. This is how women get their, this is how they get for people to focus on them. They use their bodies. This is what women do, use their bodies so they can get attention, you see? But that's another story. That's the curses. She's got a curse on it. And it said, and it shall come to pass, we're reading the curses now, Deuteronomy, the book of the law. And it says, and it shall come to pass, if thou shalt hearken diligently to listen unto the voice of the Lord our God, to observe and to do all his commandments. So they said there's around 613 laws, statutes, and commandments. And because we didn't listen, God put the white man over us, our big brother. This man, the red man, yeah? Esau and Jacob, yeah? If we didn't listen, he said he was going to put the white man over us, and he did. He put the red man. And what colour's the devil? Red. So we know who the Caucasian man is, the devil the Bible speaks of. Yeah? And his judgment's coming, a nuclear war coming, yeah? And it says, to do and observe all the commandments which I command thee this day, that the Lord thy God will set thee on high above all nations. So if we would have listened to God, we would have been high. But we're at the bottom, we're below the white man. He's the basis of man. He's a caveman. He's the basis of man. Yeah? The caveman. Steak tartare, caveman. What other creature eats their food like that? An animal. Yeah? And this is a delicacy for him. Yeah? Caveman eats his food raw. Right, and it says, command thee this day that the Lord thy God will set thee on high above all nations of the earth. Why was we supposed to be set on high? Because we are God's chosen. It tells you in Ezra that he, out of all the multitudes of people, he chose one. Let's get it quickly. This is 2nd Ezra 5. Second Ezra 5 and let's see. And I'll start at I'll start at 23. 2nd Ezra 5:23. And he said, O Lord, that bearest rule of every wood of the earth, of all the trees, thou hast chosen the one only vine. Right? So of all the vines, you know, the ones that bring forth wine, God chose one vine. Right? He loves one vine. And all the lands of the world, thou hast chosen the one pit. That pit is Jerusalem. Yeah? And all the flowers, one lily. See, the lily has got 6 petals, just like the Magan David, yeah? The Morgan David. That's why you've got 12 sides. Right there. You've got 12 sides, you've got 12 months in a year, you've got 12 tectonic plates, yeah? When you look at a snowflake, it's got 12 sides, so it represents the 12 tribes of Israel, yeah? Excuse me, sir, what country are you from?
Jamaica.
Oh, Jamaican. You know what Jamaica means?
Can you tell me?
Land of wood and water.
Yeah.
You heard that? So are you the wood and water people, or was you taken there in slavery? Was you taken to Jamaica in slavery?
We know the history there. We was taken there.
Right, so
Oh,
that is
right.
not your original land. So where is your
Oh,
original
right.
land? Do you know what your original land is?
Yeah, Africa.
No.
Yeah.
Africa is not your original land.
Where is it?
Jerusalem is your original land. He was taken to Jamaica, the West Indies, to cultivate sugar cane, and rum.
But originally, don't say Jerusalem. Originally, Jerusalem was part of Africa.
It's on the African plate.
Yeah.
Right, because if you know, the one they call Jesus Christ fled into Egypt, which is in Africa.
So it is, yeah, so it is.
Right, it's on that plate there, yeah? So but it's the fertile crescent, it's Jerusalem. That's why the white Jewish man is fighting and the Arab man is fighting for our island, our land over there, because they know that's the promised land. But at the end of the day, you are not, we are from the tribe of Benjamin. We are not Jamaicans, we are not Trinidadians, we are not Barbadians or whatever. We are the Israelites.
Yeah.
Yeah? And you got to realize is the one they call Jesus Christ never looked like this.
That I know.
This is what they give us. Yeah? In the Bible it tells you in Revelations his skin was like brass as if it burned in a furnace.
Yep.
We've been lied to.
Yep.
And what they've done is they've segregated us through methods of war and of envy. Yeah? This is what they've done. They've created things like rap music. You know about rap music before? It used to be conscious music. Don't push me because I'm close to the edge. I'm trying to lose my head. It's like a jungle sometimes. It makes you wonder what will keep from going under. It was about being, you know, conscious. But now it's about how many bitches, sorry, turn my language, but how many,
That's what they turn it.
and how much money, filthy lucre, I could steal your woman. And all this is adultery in the Bible. So the further we do all these things and go away from God, the more these people rule over us. But what you see today is we're coming to the end of the white man's world. You know he rules the world, didn't he? Yeah? Do you know he rules the world?
Yeah.
Do we agree with that? Yeah?
Yeah.
He runs the world. And how did he get it? How did he get the world? Through the sword, his blessing. We've got two people, main characters in the Bible, Esau and Jacob. Have you heard of them?
Yeah.
Right? Esau, yeah, is the father of the Europeans, the white race. These two are brothers. You said we're from Africa.
Yeah,
Contrary to belief,
yeah,
you know
yeah,
that the
yeah.
so-called white man is more closer to us than the African man. Did you know that?
Yeah,
Huh?
I know that them two are brothers, yeah.
Right, but did you know the so-called white man is more closer to us than the so-called African man? Did you know that? Just because we've got dark skin, it don't mean we're the same people. Did you not know that? The so-called white man is our big wicked brother called Esau in the Bible. Do you know the story about Cain and Abel?
Yeah.
What happened to Cain and Abel?
Well, his brother.
He killed his brother, innit? Yeah? Because he got what? He got jealous of him. Yeah, because of Abel brought the blessing of sacrifice. And that was a law what we had. So if any time we committed a sin, we had the law of sacrifice, where we could sacrifice an unblemished lamb, a turtle dove, and then that would fulfill our sin. But what we did, we overdone it. We started to sin and sin. You know what our people are like? They're hard-headed, isn't it? They're very hard-headed. But anyway, this guy here is ruling now. Because if you know about the story of Genesis, you want to read it quickly to you? Have you got time?
No, but I expect I deliver work some
I was the one that wanted to come and see.
I want stuff on the video next
Do you want a website? Do you want a website to watch?
Yeah.
I'll give you a website to watch. You've got put YouTube in your phone and I'll give you a website you can watch. You can learn all about who you really are.
What's your necklace symbolise?
This is the seven,
No, I want him to tell me.
seven golden candlesticks. You know where Christ talks about the seven churches in Asia Minor? This represents that. It's the menorah. Yeah?
Beautiful. Where
Yeah.
did you get that from?
I've got this come all the way from Israel.
Oh, it's
My mum, before she died, she brought this back from Israel.
Oh, okay.
So I said, yeah, I'll have that, man. No, it's in Yeah. You could probably get, if you were to go to them Jewish stores, you could probably get one.
Really? I've never seen anything like
Yeah.
that before.
Underbird or something like that.
Huh?
What, as a necklace?
Underbird, my aunt.
Yeah, her aunt is
This is rich,
She
dude.
moved back to Jamaica now, but she also learned the Hebrew language as well.
Is it what, or the Yiddish? It's
Yeah,
Hebrew or Yiddish?
Yiddish.
Yeah, so the Yiddish is not our language.
She knows she can speak Hebrew as well.
Now I'm talking about original Hebrew. You've got the Hebrew she's probably speaking is the Yiddish. Because you've got the original Hebrew, it's the Lashawan Kodash. Shemai, Yasha'Allah, Yahweh, Alahanaya, Akod. But in the Yiddish, they got vowels. They use the Hebrew symbols, but they change their language to a Slavic, Polish, Russian Slavic language. Then I've got a book here, Arthur Koestler, that talks about that when they become the Jews, they convert it. You have to be born an Israelite. You can't.
You're here every Saturday?
Well, yeah. My name's Taz. Put in there,
Yeah.
Deacon. Let me put it in there for you.
I'll put it in, it's okay, Deacon.
I'll give you Great Millstone first, yeah? Let me give you that first. Because right now we're coming to the end, this ain't gonna last. As you can see, if you go into, look up, I've got an article from my sister, she sent me, it's about how the food system's breaking down. Because you know this is an island, they ship everything in here, yeah? So at the moment now, America's suffering, all these countries are suffering. They say it's going to be a worldwide famine. There's going to be food, so what are we going to do? Because we're going to be pushed to the back. You see what happened in Ukraine when the so-called when the Russians invaded, all the black people had to go to the back. You see what I mean? So what's going to happen is we're going to have to go to the back. So what are you going to do? What are you going to do? Who are you going to call on? Ghostbusters? See that there? It's like that. See?
Deconstruction, yeah.
And by the way, the Lord is coming. Our people have separated from God. Actually, the white man has told them there is no God. So we sit down and believe everything our slave master has told us. Because you've got to realise, they built their society of 400 to 500 years of free labour. We were slaves at one time, yeah? But what it is, if you've got control over a people, but not just any people, they know we are God's chosen people. So what they're going to do is they're going to keep us away from our God.
This is you. I saw somebody just like, oh, come on.
I'm on YouTube.
Okay, are you Deacon Destruction?
No.
I have to go now, man.
Let me give you one more before you go.
This guy, Freddie Flo. He looks like you.
Let me give you one more before you go because let me give you this one. This brother is a cool brother. It's called GMS Narrator SC7.
Okay.
You got that?
Yeah, but okay, I'll look at that when I get home.
Right? Does it come up? Will it come up? Does it come up as a blue symbol? Yeah?
Yeah.
Good. Alright, so we're in the last day, so it's imperative. Life and death. The Lord said, choose ye this day, life and death. Death is coming.
Yep.
Yeah? Just like the Rona, 1 minute everybody was having a good time, then the Rona come and the society shut down. These are the plagues of Egypt. That's why we know the Lord is visiting the world which he made. And our people are not taking heed. They're just thinking, oh, well, the white man's ruling forever, so we're going to... No, the Lord is coming to bring the white man down. The white man's days is numbered. Yeah?
I would like to stop and talk what I need.
All right, then. You
Let's
take
see,
care.
brother.
Yeah? Then let's go back. Let's go back into it. You see, because our people don't realise it's imperative. What did it say? Remember the Creator in the days of thy youth, before the evil days come nigh. Because we don't realise the evil days is coming. This society is set up off of rape, robbery and murder. You can't build a society off of rape, robbery and murder, 500 years of slave-free labour, that this society is built off of. So there has to be some repercussions for that. But our people don't realise that there is a God. They think there ain't no God. Well, if there's no God, why are we at the bottom? Because you broke his laws, statutes and commandments. And he's given us an opportunity, yeah, the elect that is, the elect of our people, the opportunity to come back. That's why hence you're seeing this society falling. Babylon is falling. This white man's days are numbered. Yeah? But it tells you his inward thought is that it's going to continue forever. Yeah? To all generations, but we're seeing the end of it now. So where was I before I was interrupted? Let's go into an article, yeah? There's a lot happening in the world today. Not only the Rona, you've got World War III, you've got food shortages. Just this morning, it's the article I got. It says British troops prepare for major foreign deployment, says report. So that means that the English are getting ready for World War III. Yeah? It says here, British troops are getting ready for one of their largest deployments in Europe. So the British troops are preparing for World War III. You know what I mean?
Yeah, we're going.
You ready for your microchip?
Yeah, we're going.
Where do you want your microchip?
We're going.
In your right hand or your forehead?
Yeah.
You want it in your forehead? Yeah? Good.
Brother, are you a Satanist?
Excuse me?
You've got 666 there.
Does that look like I'm doing
That's
something?
Satanistic imagery.
Does that look like I'm a Satanist? Because I'm very good.
They slip things in there
But
subliminally.
this is what the society set up of them. That phone what you got in your hand is set up from 666. So are you a
That's a
Satanist?
score, mate.
Are you a Satanist?
It's £20.
I'm not you, but are you a
You can't be a
Satanist?
Satanist for £20, man.
Huh? Have you got a phone?
I
Mobile
spent
phone?
£20 on that.
Have you got
That's
a mobile
not a
phone?
crime.
No, but have you got
Mate,
a
if that's
mobile
not-
phone? You asked me, I've got that. You
Yeah,
asked me if I'm a
that's my
Satanist.
mobile, yeah, and it's not a crime.
Right,
But
so
I bought it off my friend and he owns a shop, yeah.
don't matter, you're in possession of it.
Yeah, but he's my friend.
Like, you're in possession of it, so you got 666. Are you a Satanist?
No, I don't
Well then, so don't ask me if I'm a Satanist, because I'm not. I'm a biblical scholar, I'm a man of God.
I was just asking a direct question, but,
Yeah,
it,
you
but
asked
it wasn't
me-
inflammatory.
You said I'm a
It was
Satanist.
just a simple question.
You said I'm a Satanist.
Yeah,
Did
but-
you not imply that?
but-
You said you got 666.
Yeah, but
Are you a
you're asking for
Satanist?
it. You're asking for it.
Huh?
You're asking for it.
Well,
So
I'm not a
that's-
Satanist.
but I'm
Let's
just
get
saying.
that straight, alright?
Alright, but you have to be fair, bro. If you're putting up,
I'm showing this society.
yeah, but if you're putting up things like that, you've got to take.
Why am I
you've got
putting
to
it
take.
up?
You've got to
A
take the
picture
questions,
speaks 1,000 words.
Exactly.
That's why it's there.
But you can't be afraid
I
to
can't
talk
do
about
what?
it. You can't be afraid to talk about it.
That's why it's there.
Exactly.
You stopped and you talked about it. Now,
Yeah.
if you'd asked me, what's this about? I would explain to you what's it
But
about.
that's my
That's
angle
alright.
I came out.
Have a nice
I
day.
don't
sir.
mean any harm, mate.
No, have a nice day. Yeah? And it says here, British troops are getting ready for one of their largest deployments in Europe since the Cold War. Yeah? So there's war. The Bible talks about war and rumors of war. Yeah? That's why the Bible says, blessed is he that read. If you read the Bible, you're going to see all these things in it. Yeah? The Bible's not fictitious like the white man will tell you. Yeah? That's why they took it out of their schools. They don't want people to read the Bible because it tells you about the white man's demise. Yeah? That's why they took it out of schools, you see? And it says, since the Cold War, international media reports quoting country's defence ministry saying thousands of UK soldiers are going to be sent to countries ranging from North Macedonia, so they're preparing for that great war. Yeah, bloodshed is on the way. Yeah, because the Most High requires a blood sacrifice. All right, sir. I heard about you. My friend told me about you the other day. Come here, sir. My friend told me that you were saying I'm a bad guy. I spoke to him yesterday. One of my friends, my Ethiopian friend, said that you said that I'm out there spreading hate. That's what he said.
No.
He told me yesterday.
No.
He said, no, they took him away, they arrested him. That's what he said, he told me. See, I got eyes everywhere, you see?
No.
Not only the eyes of the Lord, I got eyes everywhere. Yeah?
No, he couldn't be in connection with me.
He was. He knows you
I'm
very
a transparent
well.
person.
No, you're not.
He can't be
You're here. No, you're not transparent. He knows you very well. Okay?
I'm transparent.
You're not.
Wagwan.
Wagwan.
So that means that means it took
Irishman then.
So
Come
that-
on.
Irish. You know where Irish comes from? Do you know where it comes from?
Irishman then.
Yeah. Hibernian. It means Hebrew.
Bro,
So
I want to die
You're
tomorrow.
trying to say that
You
it
ready?
takes 2 minutes to know me.
No, you're
Very foolish.
Wagwan.
Very
Wagwan.
foolish.
I know my friend told me.
Wagwan, bro.
You're trying to tell me
Oh,
it
yeah.
takes 2 minutes to know me.
All right. But my friend told me what
Very,
he said.
very foolish.
So it took you 2 minutes to know me. Didn't you? That's what he told my
I
friend.
don't know you. You don't know
My friend
I
told
don't know
me.
you. You don't know me.
Bro,
My friend told me. I
fuck.
see you walking up and down every time I'm at it.
Oh yeah, big man. Alright.
Right, and it says,
Alright.
thousands
Wagwan.
of UK soldiers. All right, man, I'm doing something. I ain't got
I
time
know
for
important enough.
No, but you're inebriated. When you're in your right mind, come and talk to me. We can talk properly.
What do you mean inebriated?
Inebriated? Do you inebriate me?
Yeah.
What does it mean? What does it mean?
Yeah, but you're being rude now.
No, but you are though, innit? Come on, honestly.
That's why.
Honestly, how many of them you rate?
You're inebriated yourself.
On God's word, yes. I'm drunk on His word.
Right.
But you're drunk on wine. Literally. The Bible talks about being
What are we
drunk
gonna
on
do?
philosophies.
You're not gonna hug me and say hello?
Okay, didn't I just spud you? Yeah? Irishman, didn't I spud you? Huh?
Bro, man. No.
Anyway, I've got to get on with the lesson now because there's people on YouTube who need to be fed with the truth, you see? I can't be out here, wrestling with
Oh,
spirits.
am I on there as well, yeah?
Yeah, you'll be on YouTube as
Oh,
well.
wicked, bro. Bro, I've got my own YouTube going on. TikTok, yeah?
Okay, good. Mine's just not for folly though. Mine's just for
Alright then.
spreading
Sound.
as well.
What's your name, bro?
Taz.
Taz.
Yeah.
Lovely Taz, man.
Alright man, you take
I
care,
used
yeah?
to do the books. I used to sell books.
Okay,
Alright,
I've
you're
got
big.
something to do now, yeah? So it says here, thousands of soldiers are going to be sent to countries ranging from North Macedonia to Finland. Because why? Did not Finland and Sweden, they want to join NATO, yeah? And what country are they close to? They're close to Russia, yeah? So what they're doing, they're demonizing this place as well. England, America are demonizing Russia because Russia have got some kind of Christianity still. This place worships Satan. Everything is set up on Satan in this country. Yeah? Bloodshed, murder, homosexuality, transgenderism. This is this society, yeah? But Russia, they believe in Christ. Did not Putin go church the other day? Putin was in church. Yeah? So that's why they hate him. Because there's some kind of form of Christianity, I call it, in Russia. Russia's not prepared to incorporate Satanism into their society. And it says here, Finland coming months to take part in joint drills. It says here, thousands of UK soldiers are going to be sent to countries such as Macedonia, to Finland in the coming months to take part in joint drills with their counterparts from NATO, Finland and Sweden. Why? Because Finland and Sweden, they want to join the beast, NATO, right? And that's why there's war. The war is coming, that big, great war. The main one is going to be in the one they call Valley of Jehoshaphat, the Valley of Decision, right? And the other day, Putin said he's got weapons, he's got his nuclear bombs pointed at Great Britain. And now it's white and white crime. It's good to see that, because usually it's white man killing black people. And now the white man's killing his own. And it's a beautiful thing, watching them kill their own, yeah? On the news, they always said, oh, black people killing each other. But now it's blonde-haired, blue eyes, people getting put to death. And that's, and I got to say, Brakatha Yahweh by Shem Yahweh Shai, Brakatha Yahweh by Shem Yahweh Shai, for that, yeah? And it says here, it expects that deployment is going to peak at some 8,000 troops between April and June. So they're sending 8,000 British troops to get killed, yeah? Because they're not fighting the so-called Iraqis. They're not fighting Saddam Hussein. They're fighting Russia, yeah? Another Caucasian Edomite with the weapon. They got nuclear weapons. They got tanks. They got all their weapons this other white man's got, the British white man and the American white man's got. So he's going to make them fight each other and shed blood. They're going to shed each other's blood. Yeah? And it's a good, like I said, it's a great thing to watch, because they shed our blood for so many years, and now the Lord is turning things around. He's going to make them shed each other's blood. And it says, between April and June, dozens of British tanks and more than 100 armoured vehicles will also arrive in Europe this summer, RT reported. Right? The plan of large-scale deployment have been in the works for some time, but they are enhanced in the wake of Russia's military operation in Ukraine, the MOD said. Ministry of Defense, that stands for, said. The up-and-coming war games are aimed to showcase the scale and significance of the British Army's contribution to the defense of Europe, he added. Right, because Russia's already Russia's warned Britain and they've warned Europe about giving Ukraine weapons. But that's not going to stop the Great War, yeah? The Great War is coming. You know that, sir? World War III is coming. You know that?
Might be the last one, won't it?
Huh? No, this is the last one. The greatest one. Yeah? And it says, the drills are going to be fundamental to Britain's contribution to European defence. Deterrence of Russia, but they're not going to deter Russia, because Russia is another Edomite man, another Edomite country. And the so-called white man's blessing was to live by the sword. And what does the Bible say about that? He that lives by the sword shall die by the sword. So he's going to make them fight with their nuclear weapons, yeah? Culminating in nuclear war, yeah? Culminating in nuclear war, yeah? And I got to give a round of applause to the Most High bringing them to war, because they deserve it, man. And it says, Commander, Field Army Lieutenant General Ralph Woodis insisted, this is the British commander over here, yeah, because the white man's got what his garrisons here, his garrisons in Europe, and the main garrison is America. And it says, on machines He's a man of destruction, the destroying mountain, yeah? This is folly. See, like Mad Max, that's how it's gonna be, yeah? Like this. People on motorbikes riding around, doing their nonsense. Yeah? And it says, the scale of the deployment, coupled with professionalism, training, and agility of British armies, will deter aggression at the scale not seen in Europe for centuries, he said. Right, because World War III, we're gearing up for World War III. Yeah? The end of all wars. Nuclear missiles, yeah? Beautiful. The Bible speaks of the day that comes, Malachi. The day that comes shall burn as an oven, and all the proud, all that do wickedly shall be stubble, yeah? And it says, British soldiers, and it says, British soldiers have also been training together with US forces in Poland, the MOD said. So what it is, America and Europe and NATO are going to fight against Russia. And Russia and his mates, like Ethiopia, they've said that they want to fight with Russia as well. We're going to read that. It also announced that troops from the Queen's Royal Hussars, so it means they're using other people to fight their wars as well. Proxy. They call it a proxy war. Just like America is using the Ukrainians to fight against Russia. They call it a proxy war. Because they're not man enough to fight their own. Because you know what Americans and Britain, what they want to do, they want to kill people and no harm to their kids. But this one, they're fighting a white man now, a Russian white man. So they're going to die. They're going to get put to death. But the ultimate thing is going to be them nuclear missiles exploding in their faces, yeah? And it says here, have just been deployed to Finland, which shares a 1,300 kilometer long border with Russia, to be embedded in and around armored brigade. Russia has always described military drills and NATO build-up near its border, saying that those moves increase tensions in the region and put Europe at risk of major confrontation. Nuclear weapons, they're going to be used. You understand? And our people haven't got a clue. They're walking around thinking, oh, we're going to wake up every morning, we're going to be able to go to the shops, eat our pork and bacon and our shrimps and our crabs, and be in this society.